Hello, everyone. Welcome to week 28 of the It Doesn't Matter podcast. And we got myself, John, and we've got...
Bobby Platano.
There he is. And we've got...
I am the notorious one. I am Dom. Boom.
Hope I got that one right. All right, it's another week in the world of professional wrestling. So what topics have we got going for the show this week, Dom?
This week, we're going to talk about all things Wembley Stadium.
Ooh.
We got AEW All In approaching at the end of August. So I figured we take it back to 1992 to SummerSlam, where your main event was Bret the Hitman Hart, Abel's t-shirt, versus his brother-in-law, the British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith, for the Intercontinental title. I figured we take it back there. Talk all things Wembley today.
I mean, that's a good topic. Especially talking about going to Wembley Stadium. We haven't seen WWE go down there for a long time. Now AEW's going there. Well, you fucked up, WWE. Should have went back.
They didn't go back for the money.
It's all about the money.
Yeah.
They got a bigger deal to go to wherever they went for Clash of the Castle instead of Wembley.
That was Newcastle, right?
Might have been. Not too sure.
Yeah, so with SummerSlam, they chose Wembley because it was a downtime in 1992. So they figured they'd go to England, where more money's at. So obviously, they did that. 80,355 people.
Officially?
Well, Vince McMahon numbers.
Can you say it like Vince McMahon?
80,355.
He learned that from the Ultimate Warrior.
Anyways, this is the 5th annual SummerSlam, and this is the first one because Hulk Hogan wasn't there.
Ooh.
So this is basically the birth of the new generation. At this time, somebody in the WWF was having some steroid issues, so we haven't seen Hogan. Hogan was gone for a while. But we're going to kick off the show with Money Incorporated, Ted DiBiase, and IRS Erwin R. Shyster, which I never knew what that meant for the longest time.
Me neither.
Wow.
Against LOD, the Legion of Doom, Hawk and Animal, with Paul Ellering and Rocco. If y'all don't know who Rocco is, Rocco is a dummy.
Yeah.
But it was pretty cool. LOD came out on the motorcycles. Had it was like, was it gold? Like a metallic gold?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
The shoulder pads, oh my God, that was hot.
I think that was one of their best pads I've ever seen. Pause.
Yes. And Ted DiBiase had the all-white windbreakers on. The suit, oh my goodness, man. I always loved them windbreakers, man.
Oh, man.
The suit, the breakaway suit.
Ted DiBiase has always been one of my little personal favorites from back in the day when we was kids, man. That I always thought he should have been champion at least, even for a short run. But man, against LOD,
he paid his way to become champ.
Everyone's got a price.
Exactly. Make sure you pay your taxes, IRS.
What a combination.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys know the story behind the Legion of Doom at that SummerSlam, where they couldn't find Road Warrior Hawk, or he was off in his own party scene, and he just barely showed up to SummerSlam, barely cognizant of things that were going on. So, and he almost burned his leg on the motorcycle, and
so,
I mean, you gotta watch it in the Dark Side of the Ring or the WWE documentary.
They talk about it in the LOD documentary that Hawk. He was on drugs. Yeah, he had his demons. Whatever. Vince was trying to send him to rehab. So basically, that's why Hawk got beat up their whole match. But Animal got the red hot tag, and Animal came in, hit him with a power slam. I was hoping to see the Doomsday device, but they didn't do that.
I didn't think that was gonna happen. Not with Teddy. He was like, no, not doing that.
See how low his eyes was?
Oh, jeez.
He's probably high off that Wembley.
I mean, there's many ways you can take the Doomsday device. You either, if you're the guy taking it, you either flip over, and land on your knees or something like that.
Pause.
They also, flat back bump on that.
Pause.
And, I think even though Hawk, they didn't do the Doomsday device, I think IRS still took the flat back.
Yes, I remember that.
Electric chair position.
No, it might have been Ted.
Yeah.
If I remember.
I mean, but you can take the Doomsday device either one of those ways, and I'm just surprised that when LOD did win the match, they didn't even bother to do that. They won, what was it, off a power slam?
Yes.
Yep.
That's one move. I don't know if I would, even as like a tag team person, I would want to take, because you have no control. If that guy just fucks up one way, that's your neck. Pause. And not happening. Nope.
Yeah, so Vince tried to get Hawk to go to rehab, but no. He left. And LOD left. They went to WCW, had a little run there, and I think he got injured. Who got injured? Animal got injured?
I believe
Hawk
Animal.
was tag teaming with like Sting randomly and some shit like
Yes.
that. It was weird. But yeah, but you see.
Hawk has always been that guy where I was like, if he just, you look back, if he wasn't on all his issues, maybe he could have been world champion in either company. But you can't help it. Like, you also look at all the talent around it. It's like, you really think he would have been champion?
No.
Well, see, that's the thing about like the NWA or WCW, not WWFE, is that the WCW, they gave singles wrestlers a chance to be world champion.
Yes.
And I, during my first, era of watching Nitro, Scott Steiner got a shot at the Giant or Ric Flair. It's kind of like he's a tag team guy.
Yeah.
But they have a history of doing that. I mean, Ricky Morton, the Rock and Roll Express did that. I mean, Hawk would get a random title shot. One half of any tag team would just get an opportunity to fight the world champion, which I think was a great idea.
Hey, Jey Uso.
Main event Jey Uso.
There you go.
Alumni.
How do you do?
Same thing like well, he ain't taking no doomsday device like Hawk did, but
Isn't he going from the E?
sure.
Yeah.
Is he going to be at All In?
No.
That could be
Okay.
part of your predictions later in the show. Coming up, stay tuned.
No.
That won't happen.
Definitely
No. I think he's a loyal WWE guy, so that's not...
Sure.
Just like Junior for 2 in TNA.
Hey, it's a payday. You got to make that money.
Hey, it
baby.
is what it is. All right, our next match made no damn sense to me whatsoever. This is fucking a Superstars match. You had the Too Legit to Quit Virgil against the Convict Nails. That's him with Boss Man's nightstick.
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
If you turn the captions on, it says rhythmic clapping. That's what.
Yeah, I like to watch TV like that sometimes.
I
so
like
I'm
watching rhythmic clapping.
But guys, this match
was a waste.
Okay.
Hold on. First of all, this match only went 3 minutes and 55
3
seconds.
hours?
No, 3 minutes and 55 seconds. It was terrible. Poor Virgil. Virgil sucks. Mike Jones, you suck.
Mike Jones.
And you better off being in the first match. You could have helped LOD lose. To help, $1 Million Man. Like, come on, man. What are you doing, man?
Because I didn't know much about Nails as a wrestler back then, as a superstar.
Neither.
But the one thing I noted was that, I mean, his gimmick, he was a convict, and maybe he didn't have any formative wrestling skills, but he kept doing this throughout the match. He kept choking.
Hey,
Yeah.
Nails know how to work the gimmick. Nails,
He did.
He
Yeah,
wrestled
he did.
as
He did.
like he fought like he was in prison. He
Yeah.
was choking the motherfucker out, stomping them out. I loved
Oh, and
when
then-
he went
Missing the
like when
shape.
he was trying to leave the ring. He crawled on his belly like he's trying to escape. I like that shit. He did that shit numerous times.
I
I like
remember
that
that.
shit. I'm like, yo,
I remember
pretty
seeing
cool.
that. That was fun.
Every single time. Even after he won the match, same thing. Then it went to another camera angle, but
See, there's a lot to like about this match, even though the match itself wasn't anything to speak of. But
It was trash.
They're kind of like, you know what? Kind of like our watch along of Road Wild 99. We just loved the hell out of Psycho Sid doing all these stupid, weird things. The same thing. We like
Dummy.
Nails. Yeah.
listen here, cry baby.
So,
God, I love Sid, man.
Nails part of this show. Like, the match sucked, but we had a lot of fun watching Nails just doing his thing. And,
I enjoyed
Yeah.
watching Nails.
yeah, and like the thing of him like choking Virgil the way he did, it reminded me of like a video game I used to play. It was actually on the PS2, Terminator 3: Rise of the Machines. Because I like playing.
How was that? I've never played
remember
that one.
shit.
I like playing video game tie-ins. I mean, a movie, that
Yes.
kind of thing, licensed stuff, and you would fight. The Terminator, Arnold Schwarzenegger would fight the Terminatrix chick. The lady Terminator, and like the video game, like you'd fight, but it would be a stalemate. So they would just like grapple and like like that, and then the cutscene would start. That's what Nails choking the Virgil reminded me of. It's just like, what are you doing? It's very video game like, man.
Well, speaking of choking, a few months later,
No.
he wasn't happy with his pay, so he went to Vince McMahon's office and he demanded a pay raise, and Vince wasn't having it, and he started choking Vince in the locker room. People had to come break that shit up. That's why there's no more Nails. Nails finally made an appearance fucking 30 years later at WrestleCon in Detroit.
Man.
Wow.
Did you go
Seriously.
there, Dom?
No, I didn't go because it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Yeah,
I
it
didn't
doesn't
go. I watched from home.
Was it a good showing of Nails?
What, against Virgil?
Choking him out? No, not during SummerSlam, but
Oh, when choke Vince?
During the WrestleCon.
I wish I could see him choke Vince. Hell, I wish I could see Brett fucking throw a punch against Vince. Anything.
I would have loved that.
I'd like to see
I'm
that
sorry.
shit.
I'm a Brett fan, and
You think he punched him in his towel?
yes.
In his towel.
Yeah.
In his towel.
He said, "Hey, I'm just getting out of the shower. You bet your ass better not be here, or I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you."
I think he slapped him with his meat paws. Punched him.
The ultimate disrespect.
Hold that.
You want to screw me? Ah!
The show's getting off the rails.
It doesn't matter. This
man.
is what we do. This is week 28, the It Doesn't Matter podcast. Next match.
Match number 3. SummerSlam 92.
SummerSlam 1992.
Easy for me to say.
Woo! Woo! So we had the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, going against the model, Rick Martel. I was so confused. They were both heels. And they were both was smitten with Sherry. Sensational Sherry, she was with Shawn Michaels, but the model, he was trying to get Sherry. Man. Hey, John, I got a question. Ain't her last name Martel as well?
Yeah.
No, seriously. All jokes aside.
Sherry Martel.
Sherry Martel.
I didn't think about that one.
No. I don't know.
I think it's no relation.
Oh, no relation?
Kind of like Bret Hart and Jimmy Hart.
Yeah, different hearts.
All right. No, I was just wondering. Never knew that. I was just wondering. But yeah, it was a lot of cheeks out there in Wembley.
Ooh.
A lot of cheeks.
They get very cheeky in London. Yeah.
Very. But all right, I didn't understand the match. You have two heels who's both egotistical, same exact way, going for the same chick. They're trying to one up one another. But hey, you're not gonna hit me in my face. Don't hit me in my face.
What's the point of that?
Exactly. Shawn got pissed off, clocked him one good time.
I mean, it was a gaga match. It was there for ha-ha, as Vince would say. And as a fan, I didn't get it either. It was just like, what's going on here? Two heels. They're trying to do a comedy match. It doesn't make sense.
It made no sense whatsoever.
Shawn Michaels doesn't do... I mean, he has comedic moments, of course, but
down the road,
he's not this comedy... At this point of his career, he's not a comedy guy.
No.
So.
It was basically more about Sherry than it was about those two.
Yeah, instead of him sweet chin musing him in his face, he kicked him in the chest.
Yeah, I'm like, what is that? Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Skip.
But other than that, the match ended in a double disqualification, and both dudes, Sherry laid out on the side of the ring. Next thing they fighting in the aisle. She looks up and she one of them numbers again. And then I just find it funny. Shawn Michaels picked her up, and then Martel came and popped her one good time. Next thing he dropped Sherry, and then he
Martel does the same thing.
Same thing. Next thing you know, it keep going back and forth to the entrance, and after that,
Martel brings the bucket of water.
A random bucket of water. Where the fuck you get that mop bucket from? And just
ugh.
And Sherry.
I think they use that same bucket for Sunny later on in the WWF career.
You mean Cloudy? She gonna see Lottie Cloudy days now. Shoot.
I'll take a lobster sauce, please.
She gonna get the sauce.
Not the sauce you want, though. Ooh.
Maybe she does. You don't know.
Oh, man.
Match number 4.
Damn, Hawaii. We're gonna talk about the natural disasters versus the Beverly Brothers.
God.
What are the odds of that?
You have Typhoon and Earthquake going against the Beverly Brothers, Bo and Blake. Isn't one of them a dad, or isn't they their son in NXT? The guy with the long hair.
Mike Enos and Wayne Bloom.
Yeah, I believe.
So
you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. No, somebody's in NXT with like one of their sons in NXT, right?
Well, let's consult the NXT reviewer. We don't have one in this room.
All right. Well, I know somebody. One of them, anyways. I think it's the one with the stash. I could be wrong though. But
stash.
It doesn't matter. Cause he's a jobber. His father's a jobber. Tag team jobber.
The Beverly Brothers. This is the dumbest gimmick, worst tag team ever in existence. One of them.
I never understood them.
What the hell were they?
Yeah.
I did like the cape with the shoulder pads.
They had a good look. They looked like assholes, which was good to be a heel, but it's like I have no interest in these guys.
I didn't feel like they were ever going to be anything special to me. Just my opinion. I was just like,
I can't wait for Mattel to release the elite versions of these action figures of the
You would
Beverly
definitely
Brothers.
buy it. I know you would.
it'd be different. You never would see those type of guys.
I'll never buy it either. Anyways, the match was terrible. As expected.
But,
the Natural Disaster should win the match.
I would like to mention that the Natural Disasters tag team, they got a huge pop.
Yeah.
During the show, I'm like, really?
Yeah.
These guys got a huge super pop, and I don't know, maybe they did a little crowd sweetener there, but that's what I remember most. They had a huge pop coming.
But I noticed
winning.
Any UK show, any foreign country, they just happy to be there. They're just happy to see people.
This
So
is like the fourth match in. They're still going crazy.
It's still going crazy. So it is what it is, and
especially at that time, I'm surprised. Well, the crowd wasn't as smart as it is right now. So
dummies.
Yeah,
I like it like that because we ain't know about good guys, bad guys. Hell, I bet y'all didn't know this show was taped.
What?
Y'all didn't know that shit. The show was taped 2 days before, and they put it on pay-per-view 2 days later.
And they deleted 3 matches that took place.
Bet you didn't know that.
Interesting.
I do my research.
If you didn't know, now you know.
Dumb.
Anyways,
match 5.
It was terrible.
Yeah.
Match 5 was another squash match.
Oh boy.
Oh Lord, you have Crush, newly Crush, no more Demolition Crush. You have Crush from Kona, Hawaii.
Kona, Hawaii.
Against the Repo Man, his former tag team partner Smash.
I think I let it play and I left the room while
and by the time he came back, match was over.
Yeah.
It was former tag team partners. Crush looked strong. They built him a little bit, and that was it. It was.
You had to compare that Crush to a guy that they're being over pushed and probably doesn't deserve his push. I mean, although I like him, I think he kind of reminds me of Baron Corbin in a little bit of a way, but I think Baron is way more talented than Crush ever was.
But Baron Corbin, man, very underutilized in the WWE. I feel like his heel run was just perfect, but once they gave him that fucking Money in the Bank and he didn't win, they did not know what to do with him.
You don't like Crush, brother?
Nope.
No?
Nope. No, brother.
You don't like Biker Crush?
Hell no.
Nation Crush?
This dude,
Chronic Crush,
overpaid, overhyped, and unnecessary.
One of was that one
Brian
of Taker's
he was
boys?
Undertaker boys. That's why.
Okay.
Everybody loved the Dead Man.
There's too many dead men out here.
And our next match is Battle of the Dead Man. Your main event. That was in the middle of the card. Which
already?
Yeah, I was like, what the hell? That's not the main event.
You have the Ultimate Warrior with his see-through trunks or bodysuit.
I was questioning that. What the hell is he wearing?
And then you have Macho Man Randy Savage looking like he's from Kona, Hawaii.
Ooh, yeah, but
all them damn colors. But
still the champ.
It was a decent match, but I really think their WrestleMania 7 match, the career.
Yeah,
that was the better match.
It was a better match. It was a better story. This match right here went 28 minutes, I want to say.
Wow.
It was real good. It was going back and forth, and the background of the story was that Mr. Perfect is going to be in one of these guys' corner. Man, Perfect and Flair, they interfered throughout the whole damn match. The match ended in
a disqualification.
No, wasn't it a count out? Warrior won on the count out.
Yeah, it was.
Like,
sorry.
really?
Yeah.
Really?
This is one of those matches where I this is probably maybe the third or fourth time I've actually watched it, and I watch it over and over again because I want to say that it was a good match. And
it was good.
It was better than I thought, but it was not something I heavily enjoy. I just didn't like the match. You know, what was wrong with it? Well, the finish was kind of wonky. That ruins a match for me.
Just like our watch along, we was watching Chris Benoit and Diamond Dallas Page in Road Wild 1999. The match was going good. Next thing you know, they just had a bad finish. It just clunky.
Yeah, it was.
Like, why? It was a good ass match.
The New Jersey Triad ended up interfering in it, and then you got Chris Benoit's boys just sitting there on the monitor like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Go help your boy out.
Seriously, like, it's poor booking. Seriously.
That is terrible.
It was terrible.
I mean, they advertised this as the North American main event of SummerSlam, and And that's cool. You got two big acts, Ultimate Warrior and Macho Man, in a rematch, and they didn't really do those big one-on-one matches like that back in the day, so it was a big deal. And this is what they did with it. They had it in a count-out finish.
It's like, what? Finish.
Well,
no one wants to see that.
Where's Dusty at?
It harkens back to like the 70s and 80s when Bruno and all those other guys would have the title, and they just figure out a way to say like it was a champion versus champion. So WWF versus the NWA champion. It always end up in a DQ or a count out. It's just like,
you know how mad I would be if I was watching wrestling at that era in live show, whatever, and they go an hour and that shit ended in a count out or some shit like that. You know how mad I'd be? Like, no, motherfucker.
Yeah, I could not.
No, don't do that.
That's why I don't get the older generation. Oh, back in the day it was so good. I'm like, you had rest holds for like 10, 15 minutes.
Exactly.
Just sit and just.
Hey, IDM.
That's a great match.
IDM fans, we want to do an episode of the Golden Era. Let us know who you want us to talk about. Or what show would you like us to talk about?
Write in the comments below what you want to see out of the Golden Era.
Or do it on Facebook. It doesn't matter. Podcast, Instagram. You can find us. It doesn't matter. Podcast.
Shout at us in person.
Twitter or the X IDM Pod 23.
Dom sends me a message. Hey, check out this link from X.com. Like, I'm not clicking on it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey,
X.
It's the X. It's the X.
Elon Musk.
All right, you guys ready for the next match? We got two more dead men.
Oh, geez.
Dead men. Shit, we have The Undertaker versus Kamala. Harvey Whippleman and John's favorite, Kimchi. Jesus. Hey, Undertaker's entrance is badass. He came out in the hearse and Paul Bearer walking in front of him and shit like that.
Oh, yes.
But
shout out to Randy, who does a great Paul Bearer impression, even though it's really Mickey Mouse.
I know that too.
Randy, you get your shout out every week.
Definitely.
Hope to see you soon. August 30th at Hot Rods Cafe, New London. All you can eat wings. And we talking all thing DDP.
Bang!
Make sure you're there. Hot Rods Cafe, August 30th.
All you can eat wings. You can order a burger though, Randy.
He would do that probably.
Oh, Lord. But anyways, Undertaker match.
Typical showcase match.
Undertaker won by DQ because Kimchi interfered, punched him in the ribs, and that was it. And after that, they beat him down. Next thing you know, Undertaker, he sat up, Kamala ran to the back. Undertaker just walked back. That was it.
That's basically what it is.
That's all it was.
Not much to that match. A buffer match. The original women's match before the main event.
A buffer match. But your main events for SummerSlam 1992 in Wembley Stadium. Hey, but what shirt you have on?
We got the Bret Hart t-shirt with the Intercontinental, the WWF version. Yes.
That's the real belt. That's the worker man's belt right there.
Yes.
The heavyweight title put butts in the seat, but the IC title, that was the worker man's belt right there. That's the Abel Guzman belt. Probably platinum.
And that shirt smells like it just came in the mail.
Fresh.
Yes,
fresh.
From FedEx.
Fresh. Strap facts.
Yo.
John Lee, what shirt do you have on right now?
Right now I got a special. Easy for me to stand up. This is a Brian Cage Swolverine Mr. GMSI t-shirt that I got from the man himself at the show Beyond Wrestling in Providence, Rhode Island. So I got a nice meet and greet photo with him as well. Brian Cage, a cool dude. So thank you, Brian Cage. Got your t-shirt, got your merch, and I got a photo. So good to meet you. Thank you.
And me, I'm representing the brand, the IDM podcast brand. We have the Row t-shirt. We have Cool Ray. We have Mr. Adequate, Mr. Small Package. We have Poppy Platino. And right here on the bottom is the Notorious One.
There he is.
Boom.
It doesn't matter t-shirt.
It doesn't matter.
Anyways, this main event mattered though.
Yes, it did.
Man, it was a good ass match. This was an instant classic. If you go to a wrestling fan right now, any wrestling fan right now, like, oh, what was the main event of SummerSlam 92? Everybody gonna say this one.
And they would be right.
It was. Nobody remembers fucking Macho Man, the Ultimate Warrior. Maybe a handful of people, but
the hardcores.
Yeah. But this match right here, they went what, 32 minutes or so?
Yes.
Jesus, man. And Bulldog, he was blown up. I don't know if you noticed.
I saw that.
Man, he was tired.
Yeah.
Like, he was, I can't do this shit. Brett, in his DVD, he's like, yeah, Warrior. I said Warrior. Bulldog wanted to end the match a lot sooner than before. He's like, nope, we're going to keep going.
Yeah.
So just look, and he messed up a spot when he's supposed to catch him with the gorilla press.
I saw that,
and then Brett went through the ropes. Oh, Lord. Thank God Brett didn't mess up his ankle.
You know, allegedly Bulldog just forgot all the spots they talked about, so Brett had to commandeer the match and be the ring general for that main event.
I think Brett talked about that. He said that was the match that propelled them for Vince and the higher ups to be like, you know what? This is the guy we need to put our fucking rocket strap to. Pause.
Definitely.
That's the guy.
This match, it built up the Bulldog, but I guess after he went to WCW, what, like six months later?
6 months later, yeah.
Makes no damn sense. But Brett, he propelled, and he was the man. He was the man after this match in the 1993 King of the Ring, and then boom.
Yeah. The crazy thing was when they would go on tour, like especially if they went to Europe, Brett was the guy selling out the stadiums, not Hogan. They put Brett on the marquee in, say, Europe, Germany, wherever the hell they were. Brett was selling out.
Well, Germany doesn't. Never mind.
Gunther?
Austrian.
Oh, same thing.
I was going to say, Germany doesn't go for those blonde-haired, blue-eyed... Wait, I think they do.
Ooh.
So they preferred someone with darker hair, like the Hitman, Bret Hart. So
They're like somebody that is a hit man.
Put an S in front of the name Hitman, you get exactly what I think of him. Not really. I like
that
Bret Hart guy.
Bret Hart to me will always be one of the GOATs. Bah!
Bret Hart, the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
Yes.
Brett, thank you. That was a great showing. I look forward to that SummerSlam match every year. And that's what I like. I like matches like that.
Yes.
I mean, some would say that Bulldog and Bret was the best WWF match since WrestleMania 3 with the Steamboat and Savage. So that's
up
high
there.
acclaim.
That's up there, man.
But it was a good moment after the match. Bret lost to the Sunset Flip, and
I never got that finish as a kid because I was like, how does he like he's going for a Sunset Flip and Bulldog just like takes his legs and goes
Yep.
1, 2, 3. I'm like, how is that physically possible? But,
DDP yoga.
oh my god. And of course, they had a brief interview with Sean Mooney and Diana Smith before the match.
Goodness.
And God,
I was happy they cut her off when the music went off. Thank God. She was struggling.
I think that my husband and my brother, who I love, it was a terrible promo.
Yeah,
I don't care about the Intercontinental belts.
Yeah.
But it's a championship, girl. Championship.
Well, Bulldog didn't call it a championship either because he couldn't. He was stumbling his words. That promo of the Bulldog, by the way, before the match, that was dog food as well.
Yeah.
Woof. Woof indeed.
I gotta say that was one of Brett's better promos when he did that one. I was like, oh, okay. Like normally his promos are, I'd say about average.
Bulldog is clunky as hell, and he kind of he resembles Nikki Cross in a way. They're both maybe from the same section of England. Well, actually, Nikki's like Scottish, isn't she? I don't know. It doesn't matter.
But do you guys know that if they didn't go to Wembley, the show was originally planned for Maryland, somewhere in Maryland.
What the
And
fuck?
they wanted to have Brett versus Shawn in the ladder match for the IC title.
Ooh. So we could have had the rivalry a lot earlier than we would have thought.
Well, they just had it later on at the Survivor Series that year.
Ah, yeah, that's true. See? The encyclopedia. Jean.
Yeah, just like Kamala and Undertaker, they fought again that Survivor Series in the coffin match. Same thing.
Hashtag
And
This match sponsored to you by
Miller Lite.
And the plan for Survivor Series was going to be Ultimate Warrior and Macho Man Randy Savage versus Mr. Perfect and Ric Flair. But Warrior, he
Ric
left
Flair
again.
and Razor Ramon.
Yeah. And then Perfect turned heel, or babyface, and he became partners with Macho Man.
Like, what the fuck,
Man,
really?
Perfect is not a baby face. I'm sorry.
The Warrior's fault, damn it.
The Mega Ultimate, what is it called? The Mega Maniacs?
Meganiacs, yes.
Good lord. That could have been so cool, but what the fuck, guys?
Ridiculous.
Can you imagine they're hyping it up on Superstars, which are pre-taped a month in advance, then like the day before Survivor Series, like, well, we got a replacement. It's Mr. Perfect coming out of semi-retirement to team up with Macho Man versus Ric Flair and the bad guy, Razor Ramon.
Hey, yo.
But guys, what do you think about this SummerSlam 92 card? You guys enjoyed the show?
I didn't enjoy the show just because of so many damn squash matches, but the main event, that's where I was looking forward to. So it's like,
yeah,
B minus.
Yeah, out of this whole show, it was only just 2 matches that really caught my attention.
Yeah,
I think it's one of those shows, pay-per-views, that at the time that it came out, before leading up to it, it was one of the most more anticipated shows.
Yep.
I would imagine, but with the hindsight of history and knowing what has happened, it's kind of like it was you could say a 2-match show. It was a 1-match show. I mean, if you had to go back and watch just the highlights of important things, you could watch the main event of Bulldog and Brett. You can watch Ultimate Warrior and Macho Man just to see the schmuck it was. But the only thing I could think of I was trying to watch it, and actually watched it all week long because
Me too.
yeah, me three.
Hey, life happens, and I was
We
watching
work.
it all week long. We work. We do things. The app doesn't crashes and stuff like that. But the only thing I could really compare it to was the watch-along we did of Road Wild 1999, and I found similarities, and it's like, oh, that's what an undercard is. An undercard is just beneath the star matches, the main events, and they're there. They're there to kill time, really.
Yeah.
Hopefully they're entertaining, but they're killing time until the main events. And do the main events pay off? We had the 2 at SummerSlam 1992, and one of them more than paid off, one underwhelmed, and versus Road Wild, where they all underwhelmed in a way.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I had more fun watching the Road Wild and SummerSlam '92 standalone by itself. It was a decent show. A moment in time, because if you think about it, that's the last SummerSlam. That's the last major show. Maybe Survivor Series. Maybe that's coming up that we'll watch. That featured all the classic WWF guys.
Yes.
LOD went away. Bulldog went away.
Yep.
Warrior went away. Macho semi-retired. It was the end of that era. Like, they go away. They're gone now.
Yeah.
The very next year. Think about SummerSlam 93. And, like, there you have the Smoking Guns and Tatanka.
You got
Yokozuna. It's new. It really is a new generation just a year later. And by that time, Hogan was gone. By that SummerSlam. Luger was in play.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah, guys, in this SummerSlam, we had 12 Hall of Famers.
Really an end of an era.
12 Hall of Famers.
So you got Bulldog, Brett,
Undertaker,
LOD,
Jimmy Hart.
Is he in the Hall?
Yeah, he's in the Hart.
DiBiase.
Ted DiBiase. You have the Road Warriors, Paul Ellering.
Is IRS in there?
No.
Really?
He should have been inducted with the NWO.
You got Shawn Michaels, Sensational Sherry.
Yeah.
You have...
She was sensational.
Warrior, Macho Man,
like?
Ric Flair, Mr. Perfect.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's a lot. Yeah, you don't think about it at that time, but like there's a lot of Hall of Famers there.
This is the new generation, the next generation, NXT. But it is what it was. The show, it was decent. I only enjoyed like 2 matches, but I'm a fan of wrestling, and
I want to say I enjoyed 3 of them. I actually liked the LOD match better than.
That was cool.
It was better than what I expected, because normally it's that whole like, they're not selling.
I was just disappointed I didn't see the Doomsday Device. That's all.
I don't want to see that no more, man.
Especially on pay-per-view.
For real.
I think I'm done with the whole Doomsday Device.
You weren't done with it in '92.
Shut up.
It was a different style. It is what it is.
I was a kid back then, so we didn't know.
Exactly. We did not know.
But now we
do
know.
AEW All In is going to be in Wembley, and as of right now, they have sold 80,544 tickets.
Ooh.
As of now. Ridiculous.
And they're still going.
They're still going. They are still going. So now we are going to bring you our predictions.
Woo! Prediction show. All in.
All in. Then the following week is all out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes no damn sense.
I don't. Yeah.
You see, one's in,
One's out.
You got an innie or an outie?
I was pulling up my shirt for our audio listeners.
All right, guys, here we go. Abel, we're going to kick off the show. I think we're going to kick off the show with the Ring of Honor Tag Champions with Aussie Open. I don't know their names.
0 Hour.
No, it better not be no damn 0
It's going to be the 0
Aussie
Hour.
Open.
Hold on, let me pause for a moment. I'm the only one in this crew watching the AEW. It's going to be on 0 Hour.
Are you for real?
Yeah.
Wow.
Holy smokes.
You do know what the main event is.
All right, so
No.
Well, we know what the first match is gonna be. So it's gonna be the Aussie Open for the Ring of Honor Tag Titles, defending against MJF and Adam Cole.
Baby.
What?
This is fun.
Listen,
For me.
Holy
I've had a busy
smokes.
week, so I'm like, ¿qué?
Well, we went to the It Doesn't Matter crew went to a collision taping at the Harvard XL Civic Center a few weeks ago, and the main event of that show is MJF and Adam Cole going for the titles against FTR, which they lost, and it kind of dropped the momentum for Better Than You, Baby, as a team, and so perhaps Tony Khan booked it, so it's like, all right, maybe let's get him a tag team title win. The Ring of Honor tag team titles, that is.
Yeah, and they're gonna win.
And of course,
Are you really going to have those guys win?
the main event of
Yes.
All In is might be the world title match, MJF versus Adam Cole for the championship, and they're going to build up some steam for that by having them team up, and who knows what's going to happen versus Aussie Open during 0 Hour.
They're gonna win the tag titles.
I'd
They're not
rather-
gonna win the AEW tag titles. They're gonna win the Ring of Honor tag titles.
Yeah,
I feel like they're going to lose, and then that's going to cause them to have that rivalry for All Out.
Well, what if they win and then they split up for some reason?
Oh, my God.
Double clothesline.
Yeah. So that's one. That's either the first match or one of the matches on 0 Hour.
Who you think gonna win that match?
I'm going with Aussie Open. I'm sorry, man. I'm not
Adam
going.
Cole and MJF.
I
Right now.
I would go with Aussie Open because I'm assuming that it'll lead to a rift between Adam Cole and MJF, so that would lead to more heat for their match. But you never know. This booking is crazy nowadays.
TNA 2.
Say what you feel in your body, baby.
Wolverine. Yeah, it's a crazy booking. All right, our next match, we have Darby Allin, All In, and Sting going against Swerve Strickland and AR Fox in a coffin match.
Now, I know you. I did see the highlights of that.
The Joker.
The Joker Sting's coming back.
Kidnap Prince Nana.
That was fun. That was a nice moment.
Yes.
Sting giving the bat to Prince Nana on the couch.
What is this?
Prince Nana, cool dude. All right.
I remember I met him at one of the Ring of Honor shows. He said, "You want my autograph?" I said, "No."
I don't know
I
you.
don't know you. He said, "Why? 'Cause I'm not in WWE." Exactly.
Dom literally said that. He is the notorious one for that.
Embassy
You
for
jerk.
you pig.
Exactly.
Prince,
All right, next match. Stadium Stampede.
Uh-oh.
We got the Best Friends, Orange Cassidy, Eddie Kingston, and the Lucha Bros versus the Blackpool Combat Club, but they need 3 more partners. Who do you think the 3 are going to be? Hopefully somebody on the AEW roster.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
When Brian coming back?
What was it, his shoulder or was it his elbow? That's gonna take about 6 months. He's gonna be about 6
I
months.
don't think it's gonna be Brian, unfortunately.
No, it's not gonna be Okada.
No, he's not a heel.
But someone to join the heels of the Blackpool
Yeah.
Combat Club.
Oh,
Someone from Moxley's history, Claudio's history. Could be Chris Hero.
ooh,
What about whoop whoop? What about Marty Scurll?
don't.
That'd be a good way to introduce him.
Hide
Don't-
your daughters. Whoop whoop.
Don't tease me.
What about
That's the
him?
sound of the police. Whoop whoop.
What about him? It's possible. I see he got a match in Mexico soon. So.
Yeah, Mexico don't care about that stuff. I think in Mexico the police rape you.
Oh, shit.
The cartel. Oh, you didn't hear me. Oh,
Anyways,
I got the Yakuza. They'll protect me. I think that's going to come up in the next PS5 game. Man, it's been so long since I played one of those. I don't even know the characters' names anymore. Shit.
Dom,
Omega.
who's gonna protect you?
I have one. I can't think of it right now. Oh man. Damn it. So good.
I was gonna say it, but I'd rather just stay quiet.
Damn it. Anyway.
All right. Who's getting the dub for Stadium Stampede? The Heels or
He's a heel.
Best Friends, Lucha Bros?
I'll get to the faces because you have the surprise element of whoever they're going to team up with, and I don't know if anyone's going to be strong enough to be on that team to win the whole thing. So I'd give it to the faces, the team Best Friends and Eddie Kingston. Give it to Eddie Kingston because he just came back. He's very popular. Give him a push right out of the gate.
Is he still champ
Of
New Japan?
I think he's like the never open.
Oh, you know what? Maybe it could be like Zack Sabre Jr. He's still the New Japan TV champion or something like that.
Don't bring that ugly ass.
Why do I feel like Eddie Kingston can make a turn in that? I can see it, man. The history with Claudio, and then they just. I got you.
Anything's possible.
Do a little WrestleMania X7.
Anything is possible. All right, your next match we have Chris Jericho versus Will Ospreay.
Ooh.
Will Ospreay's getting the dub.
Would you have Will as the main event? He's in
No.
Wembley.
No.
I mean, you could.
You
but
could.
I wouldn't.
No. It's not for no title? No.
Oh, then it's not worth it. Sorry.
Maybe Will.
Dummy.
Yeah. Maybe Will Ospreay was the IWGP champion, which he was for a very short period of time, but what a weird time that was. Thanks, COVID. But Will Ospreay and Chris Jericho
For the United Kingdom Championship.
I would imagine Chris Jericho takes the loss and give Will Ospreay a little bump in England, and I would do it that way.
Hope he doesn't take another bump.
Bump. Just like JYD, baby.
Yeah, he took a lot of bumps.
Thump.
Oh,
He called them thumps. MC Hammer called them thumps in the bump.
Pumps and the bumps.
Feel like the girls with thumps in the bump.
All right, your next match. You got Hangman Adam Page, Kenny Omega, and Kota Ibushi going against Takeshita, Jay White, and Juice Robinson, Bullet Club Gold.
Who put Juice Robinson in there? Someone needs to take the loss. And you know what? That wasn't my prediction, but it will be my prediction. Juice Robinson takes the loss for that Bullet Club Gold.
Now, I understand that, you want to get everybody on the card, but
yeah,
don't you kind of want to see Takeshita and Kenny go out at one?
Maybe that could be for All Out in Chicago.
Yes.
Just fucking week later.
Hey, man, you got to put something on that show to juice it up, too.
Oh, Lord.
Or would you save that for Full Gear? What is it, the final pay-per-view?
Yeah, in November, yeah.
Because Tony Khan likes to do long-term booking, which a lot of wrestling fans can't stand. It's like, hey, drag it out. You don't need to get this match right away.
Yeah,
right,
but
so
I think you do.
wait a week later.
Or a week later.
Yeah,
I think you juice it up.
it's probably going to be on
pay-per-view.
It'll be on Dynamite.
That's right.
Sorry.
Oh, Lord.
It's going to be on Dynamite.
Who you got? Who going to win that match?
I got Kenny and the Bucks. Oh, no, the Hangman and all them.
All
Sorry.
right. So
The face.
everybody agrees the face is going to run the place.
Right here.
Anyways, we have for the AEW Tag Team titles, you have the Bucks of Youth going against FTR. Well,
sorry.
Cash Wheeler got some stuff going on with him right now.
Breaking news.
Breaking news you haven't heard. Gun charge. So,
Assault with a weapon.
Assault with a weapon. Yeah, they're going to lose the title.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
You need a real easy excuse. There you have
There
it
you
right
go.
there.
Exactly. Hell, I hope he can make it to England. Don't lose that shit beforehand.
They could, they could drop the titles and have a rematch the very next week.
Oh, shit.
He hasn't been arrested for it, so he can travel.
And guns are allowed in Chicago.
It's not by choice. Shoot.
But for that, I think the Young Bucks could take it away.
They will.
With good reason
They will,
this time.
sadly.
They will.
Yeah.
All right, for your women's title, John's favorite, we have Saraya, the hometown favorite, versus Sheeta, Tony Storm, and Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. Who's gonna win this title, or who's gonna retain the title?
Moment of silence. Pour one out for Tony Storm's ass. Anyway, Who's gonna win that match? I don't. I would let Hikaru Shida keep the championship.
Yeah.
She just won it, so why the hell not? I'd have her keep it. I mean, Britt Baker. I mean, who's Toni Storm. I mean, Paige, Saraya. She doesn't wrestle enough. I don't know why that is, but her winning. She's a heel also, but she might get a huge reaction. Maybe they can call an audible if she gets a really huge pop there.
Do you think they're still trying to protect her because of the whole neck injury from all those years ago? Or
I'm not really sure what it is.
Yeah.
Not really sure what.
She's fine going up, down, no problem.
But any one of the ladies in this match can win the match, but I'm going to put my prediction behind, if you will, Hikaru Shida.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta agree with you on that one. Usually, they don't change the titles right away that quickly, so Hikaru Shida. I'm not talking about that team. Well, that's different.
Alright, so they both going with Shida. Me, personally, I like to see Dr. Britt Baker DMD. The reason why I say that, because your following week you have All Out in Chicago, and I would like to see a returning Thunder Rosa retain what she had. That women's title against the bitch she can't stand, Dr. Britt Baker.
Damn.
That's what I like to see.
Ooh.
That's my prediction.
Is she back wrestling nowadays? Or she's still...
She on Collision.
She is.
She Collision girl.
Who that?
Ooh.
Who?
Thunder Rosa.
Thunder Rosa? She ain't back yet.
She ain't wrestled yet?
I haven't seen her.
Therefore, she ain't back yet. No,
she need hurry
She's not back yet.
What's wrong with her?
Back.
Back issues.
Well, stop getting blown out, that's all. All right, your main events.
It's time.
It's time
for the main event.
We have Adam Cole, baby, going against his tag team partner, Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF. John,
what?
Who you got?
Oh boy, I am an Adam Cole fan more than I am an MJF fan, but I don't think Adam Cole at this point is the right guy to take it from MJF. I mean, he would be the right guy to take it for him, but I just don't think the storylines have supported that. So I think MJF retains and moves on to further another Adam Cole match. Not at all out even, but later perhaps, and MJF moves on to another challenger. But I just don't see it. I think MJF retains what's he call it?
The Triple B.
The Triple B. What does Triple B stand for?
Best Burgers and Brews.
I actually...
Burberry belt, I guess.
Big Burberry belt. Oh, okay. Fabulous.
Gales Ferry, Connecticut.
Kitchen closed at 9. Maybe.
Abel, who you got?
MJF, baby. He's better than you, and you know it. That's all I got to say.
And for me, I got MJF. But, just like I said in the last match, I would like to see CM Punk come out with his ex-AEW championship.
That's exactly where I was going.
And then All Out in Chicago, title for title.
Yes. That's exactly where I was going to go.
Winner takes all.
Wait. Hold on, Dom.
I'm holding.
What that reminds me of is they used to do these food infomercials, but the Ronco food dehydrator and Ron Popeil, he'd start going off, this food dehydrator is only $2.99, and then the voiceover guy would be, and they would pause the video, and he would go, hold on, Ron, the price is actually, so I want to say hold on, Dom, for the very fact that it's been unannounced to this point, but another match at All In, I believe, is CM Punk and Samoa Joe.
Ooh.
Has it been confirmed?
It has not been confirmed.
All right, well, we got to watch this upcoming week.
So there you go.
Samoa Joe did challenge CM Punk.
Well, Punk can still show up, just like he did when Rey Mysterio won the title, or when John Cena beat Rey Mysterio for the title. Oh. Same thing. Hold the belt. Look at the belt. I'm the champ.
I think that match will happen, though, and that'll be an anticipated match. And but yeah, I could see a scenario where CM Punk comes out after the main event and challenges MJF right there to have a unification match in Chicago,
Illinois.
Ooh.
Schaumburg.
Wow, just booked it right there, baby.
Boom.
ProWrestlingTees.com/something.
Can't wait for my crate to come in. Y'all heard, seen you guys got the shipping? It's on its way. It's on its way.
And we're making a mess over here.
Shut up.
John's testing audio. Abel,
Oh my goodness!
dumps all his Switch games.
Shut up.
My goodness.
But guys, I'm looking forward to AEW All In.
Yeah.
And you know what? All Out's coming soon, and our next episode is gonna be about somebody controversial. We're gonna talk about CM Punk. CM Punk is hot in the news right now in AEW, so we're gonna talk about all things CM Punk next week.
Ooh. With All Out coming out, pause.
All Out coming out, CM Punk going in.
CM Punk in the nude.
Woo. Phil
McCracken.
That is it. You guys got anything you want to share? Anything you want to say?
No.
No?
No.
John?
What's going on there, pal?
Anything on your mind? Anything
Well, we have lots of things going on the It Doesn't Matter podcast. We're on week 28 as it is. We did our first live show at the Blue Duck Kitchen and Bar.
Bar and kitchen.
We just did a successful live episode of the Blue Duck Bar and Kitchen.
Downtown New London, Connecticut.
Downtown New London. And it was so successful, we're doing another one at the Hot Rod Cafe for all unlimited wings, all you can eat wings. Hot Rod Cafe. And our topic there, if it hasn't been announced, it's announced now. It's going to be covering Diamond Dallas Page.
Bang!
As voted on by the It Doesn't Matter universe. And we're going to have a great show there.
Yes, we will.
Yeah. And we are changing the format. As you can see right here, we're in a couple little boxes, as you can see. And our audio is getting better, our production's getting better, and we're doing it all the time. We've taken the suggestions from people, and we've integrated it into the show, and hopefully it has produced a better product for all our listeners,
Yes.
our fans, our subscribers out there. So do what you have been doing. Support us, subscribe to us, comment, shout at us in person.
Tell your friends, share.
It doesn't matter.
It Doesn't Matter podcast. So just a special thanks to everyone out there, and we're still here doing the damn deal like we always damn do. So thank you very much. But there it is. Week 28 of the It Doesn't Matter podcast.
We got...
For Poppy Platino, the Notorious Dom, and myself, John, we will see you next time. Boom.